笑顔の魔法 In plain view, over and over. Speed up to it's far from over. In plain view, over and over. Join me to game is not over.
Ladies and gentlemen, please find your seats. Our program is about to begin.
Ladies, gentlemen, babies, we have a lot of thrills, chills, and spills in store for you tonight, but we implore you to find a seat as soon as possible because we are ready to get started. I need more energy to that. Let's go, find a seat so we can get this show on the road.
All right, and we are live, and welcome to the 13th Annual New York Game Awards. I'm Lord Cognito of the Iron Lord Podcast, and I'm extremely excited to introduce our first host for this amazing evening. Here's Reggie Fils-Aimé, former president of Nintendo America and the author of Disrupting the Game.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, I think we're getting to the point where we need to start with author, and then it's, yeah, and he was president of Nintendo of America for a period of time. No, thank you so much. Thank you for coming. We're so glad that you're here. And we need to announce our next presenter up here. Please, Cherie Smith, the editor-in-chief of Laptop Magazine and a Critics Circle board member. Cherie.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. I hope you're here for a good show because we are here to deliver. But first and foremost, thank you once again, Reggie, for being here with us. And now, the man, the legend, the person we've come here to see, the founder and president of the New York Video Game Critics Circle, Harold Goldberg. Give it up.
All right, first, welcome. Welcome to the 13th Annual New York Game Awards. And we're starting a little late because we wanted to make sure everyone got in and had a seat. But I think 13 is lucky 13, as Taylor Swift might say. And I've got my lucky suit on. Got my lucky tie on. You can check it out closer later and you'll see why it's lucky. But last year wasn't just amazing for Tay-Tay. It was also amazing for games. So we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. 2023 was one of the best years ever for fans of games and our critics. And deliberations across categories have never been tougher. But beyond our industry, as citizens of the world, we are witness to global conflict, violence, suffering, and war.
You know, and it's no secret that it was also a tough year for the developers who have brought us such joy among just some massive layoffs in the industry.
So tonight, we are here to come together to celebrate games that have helped us through these difficult times, and especially those that made them possible. They made us happy.
You know, and giving back through our nonprofit also makes us happy and gives us tremendous joy. And with our Playing with Purpose programs, we mentor and give scholarships to underserved and unhoused students throughout New York City.
And to support our awesome nonprofit work, we're here to entertain you with these awesome New York Game Awards.
We have so much for you tonight. Many of our critics who are, I consider them distinguished critics, and many awesome interns are also here. We have some trailer premieres. Man, do we have some live music for you. And Neil Druckmann is here.
So before we get to our first awards, I'm proud to say that I've mentored our underserved and unhoused students in the Bronx. And so has Microsoft's Phil Spencer, who recently had lunch with our interns. You know, these students were able to ask Phil questions about all things Xbox, ask him about game making, ask him about getting jobs in the industry.
That's right, Reggie. And as a mentor in our classes, I know from experience that it's important that we all come together to help young people of diverse backgrounds, whether they're underserved or unhoused.
It's true. And here's a fact, along with the game studio cutbacks last year and also this year, diversity officers are being cut back too. But our commitment remains rock solid because it's even more important than ever. With our programs, we mentor underserved students to write game narratives and games journalism. And we have them interview top developers on YouTube, as we did with Neil, who was so giving of his time.
You know, we give students paid internships, college scholarships, and pave the way for internships at game studios, like our partnership with Rockstar Games. And those internships will lead to jobs. And as Harold stated, we try hard to get them jobs once they graduate college. So please, you know, we do this for a purpose, and that's to raise money for these deserving students. Please go to nygamecritics.com/donate.
So we always begin with the Esports Award, and what a year it was in esports. The action and excitement is always there. Not to mention, I love their fun usernames. Faker, and Zeus, and Zen. How do they think of them? My username is just Harold Goldberg, Harold_Goldberg. Is that right?
All right, so without further ado, let's bring to the stage Ahmad Khan from CNET and Whitney Mears from Rock, Paper, Shotgun, who are on our esports committee. Ahmad, Whitney, come on up.
When it comes to video games, you'll find few as dedicated as the pro players who put competitive gaming at the forefront.
You know, from the RLCS to the Overwatch League, we saw some amazing aerial flips and some pretty amazing point captures too. And these moments in gaming deserve to be recognized. That's why we're here to honor the best player, who not only won a few golds, but totally dominated their scenes.
And the nominees for the Jolton Joe Esports Award for the New York Game Awards are
Zen, Arsalan Ash, Zeus, Faker, Saiwu, Hydra,
All right, let's open this up.
Sure.
Okay. And the winner
Winner
is
is
Arsalan
Arslan
Ash.
Ash. Arslan Ash was unable to be here tonight to accept the award, but we very much hope that he is enjoying the very first launch week of Tekken 8, which is Tekken 5.
Thank you. You know, Harold, I think I have a great esports name. Reginator, man.
Reginator's great.
Reginator. My only problem is I can't play those games worth a damn, but
No,
that's...
I can't either.
that's-
Reggie, have you ever heard Faker play the piano?
I have not,
He does a good job. You should
sure.
check out a video.
I'm sure. Well, look, we have so much in store for you tonight. That includes some news from Oscar winner Gina Davis. Devin Delaquanti, I've seen him. He's lurking here from The Daily Show, is going to be here with his outstanding humor. That's always one of my highlights of the show. Our musical and documentary tribute to Neil, and so much more. Let's take time to thank the fans.
Thank you, fans in the theater who waited so long outside. Thank you for waiting, and online as well. And now we have our awesome critics, Ronald Gordon and Isaac Espinoza. So over the years, they've gone from interns to professional writers mentoring our classes in the Bronx and Brooklyn. And they're here to present the A-Train Award for Best Mobile Game. Come on up, guys.
All right, so we're back. Last time we were here, we mentioned how phones are becoming a little less like phones every day, with their primary purpose of calling losing its purpose. And we're here to double down on that idea. Why? Because of the fact that... Do you mind?
Oh, sorry. I was playing Death Stranding.
Death Stranding?
Yeah.
On the phone?
It's on Apple Arcade.
With what?
Resident Evil 4 remake.
And it can run? It can run well. The point being that as phones continue to evolve, so do the mobile games that are on them. They continue to get better and better and better with every single device that's in our hands and in our pockets, and that is why we are so honored to present the nominees for the A-Train Award for the Best Mobile Game.
Monster Hunter Now. Kimono Cats. Honkai Star Rail. Terra Nil. Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Laya's Horizon.
And the winner for the A-Train Award for Best Mobile Game is... Honkai Star Rail!
Thank you so much for this amazing honor. We are sincerely grateful to our fans all over the world for their continued love and support of Honkai Star Rail. The adventure is continuing, and we can't wait to show you what's next. This is a collective achievement of our team members, community, and fans. So thank you so much again for this great award.
Congratulations. And now our Central Park Zoo Award for the Best Kids Game. If you haven't noticed, all of our awards have New York-inspired themes. Here's Executive Director Ryan O'Callahan and Ryan Sadecki from IGN to present the award for the games that anyone of almost any age can play and enjoy.
We were all once kids once, and we all had a game that we held close to our hearts growing up. For me, it was Mega Man X, the first game I ever bought with my own money. Good choice.
And for me, it's just memories of playing Mario Party on N64 and the inevitable fights that would follow.
One of the most violent games possible, right up there with Mario Kart. Eventually, as time passes, we get older. It's unfortunate, but what is fortunate, that some of us are now parents. Growing up with kids is a true blessing as someone who sees lots of their friends who are now parents. And we train them to become gamers and eventually surpass us. And kids' games can be enjoyed by kids and adults. And today, we honor those games.
And the nominees are...
Chia. The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Disney Illusion Island. Pikmin 4. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. Super Mario Bros. Wonder.
And the New York Game Award goes to Super Mario Bros. Wonder.
Hi, everyone. This feels about as good as grabbing a Wonder Flower, right? I'm PJ from Nintendo of America. On behalf of the development team and everyone at Nintendo, thank you for recognizing Super Mario Bros. Wonder. And we are thrilled that we've left such a elephant-sized impression on each of you this year. Thank you so much.
Reggie, I think this is PJ's 10th appearance at the awards.
His 10th appearance at the Game Awards.
Yeah.
That's
What was it,
that has to be a record.
200 people in a loft in Williamsburg was the first one you went to, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. And I have to say, I still get excited whenever Nintendo wins an award. So that's fantastic. So next up is our Freedom Tower Award for Best Remake. Now, cynical folks might think remakes are just a money grab, but to the many fans who buy them, they say that there's nothing wrong with revisiting a classic and to make it better. So to present the award, here's Tony Polanco from Tom's Guide and Sarah Clemens from Unwinnable.
So, the best video game remakes breathe new life into beloved titles by enhancing graphics, improving gameplay mechanics, and incorporating new features, all while preserving the essence of the original story.
The Freedom Tower Award for Best Remake serves to recognize and celebrate the efforts that developers put into reviving classic games with modern technologies.
Because some games are so nice, you gotta blame them twice.
And here are the nominees. Here are the nominees for Best Remake of 2023.
Super Mario RPG. Ghost Trick, Phantom Detective. Star Ocean, The Second Story. Resident Evil 4. Metroid Prime Remastered. Dead Space.
And the award goes to Resident Evil 4.
Thank you guys so much. I'm up here to accept this award on behalf of the Resident Evil 4 team at Capcom. The team in Japan has prepared a short message for everyone in attendance tonight, so I'll let them speak for themselves.
ニューヨークゲームアワードをご覧の皆さん、こんにちは。レジェンドイービル4プロデューサーの平林です。この度はベストリメイクの受賞、本当にありがとうございます。レジェンドイービル4をリメイクするにあたっては、ファンの皆さんの期待に応えれるかというプレッシャーも多々あったんですけれども、このような賞をいただけたことで、開発チーム一同本当に嬉しいですし、報われた思いです。ゲームを遊んでくださった皆さん、本当にありがとうございます。昨年は追加 DLC であるセパレートウェイズ、そしてレジェンドイービル4 VR モードもリリースさせていただきました。こちらもぜひ体験してみてください。改めてとはなりますけれども、この度は本当にありがとうございました。
I remember playing that on the GameCube.
Don't age us.
No, I'm better. I'm old, but I'm better. Now, here's a New York Game Award that appreciates the compelling, immersive art and gobsmacking environments in games. It's the Statue of Liberty Award for Best World. Presenting the award is Dan Ackerman from Micro Center and Patrick Lucas Austin from IT Brew. So guys, come on up.
When it comes to exploring new worlds, it seems billionaires and megacorps are looking to the stars, hoping to leave us mortals on the ground. But we've all been explorers ourselves for decades in one realm or another. The lands between the Mushroom Kingdom, Tamriel, Rapture, Hyrule, all without risk of burning up on re-entry.
And one of the reasons we all play games is to escape to these other worlds, and for that you need exquisite world building, whether it's outer space or the distant past, or if we're holding up a mirror to our own society.
And the nominees are
Starfield, Chants of Sinar, Final Fantasy XVI, Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, Alan Wake 2,
That was a very strong group, and the winner is
Alan Wake 2. Yeah, I didn't hear it.
Hello, New York Game Awards. This is Sam Lake from Remedy. As you can see, we are in the middle of mocapping DLC content for Alan Wake 2. But wanted to take this moment to say huge thank you for the award of the best world. Building these worlds is an ambitious team effort. The world is such a key part of any video game. This is an honor. Thank you very much.
Well, absolutely. Congratulations to Remedy Entertainment. And now for a special presentation of the game that she produced. Here's our senior intern, Kamari Rennis. Kamari has been with us since she was 14, and she's about to graduate from New York Game Center, and I am about to cry because the time went way too fast. Kamari, if you join us on the stage, please.
It's a beautiful night to be nearsighted. Now, I am not good at shooting games. This is a hard truth that has stuck with me since my early days on the Xbox 360. You know I love my aim assist. But that has never stopped me from actually making my own game. I and a handful of talented students at the NYU Game Center released a thrilling, free-to-play first-person shooter called Fish Gun. Let's check it out.
Kamari, stay right up there, please. And so I'm a big fan of indie games, as you know. We also have, my personal favorites were Oxenfree 2 and El Paso Elsewhere. But it's time for our Indie Game Award. So we'd like to bring up to the stage Chloe Wilkerson. Now, so Chloe's our youngest intern, and she's an excellent writer. So we're going to have her co-present with Kamari, both of whom are awesome.
Yeah, it has been a wonderful time for indie games. There's always something new and innovative to pick up and play. Making games has become accessible, allowing tons of creatives to share things people will enjoy. Wouldn't you agree, Chloe?
Yes, indie games bring fresh ideas and unique gameplay, encouraging creativity in the gaming industry. Developers often tackle themes and narratives that may not be explored as much in mainstream games. This allows for more diverse voices and perspectives in the gaming industry, and we love to see it.
And that is why we are proud to present the award for Best Indie Game. These nominees have dedication, creativity, and passion written all over them. And these are the nominees.
Sea of Stars. Chants of Sinar. A Space for the Unbound. Jusant. Pizza Tower. Viewfinder. El Paso Elsewhere. The Talos Principle 2.
And the winner is.
Oh. Hey, let me do this for you. Let me do this. If you don't mind the envelope breaks.
No, just rip it.
Rip it.
Oh, rip it. Okay.
In there.
And the winner is Chance of Sonar.
On behalf of the talented teams at both Focus Entertainment and Rundisk, I'd like to thank the organizers of this show for this prize. I have been told that Rundisk prepared a video for this acceptance, so I will defer to the makers of this great game to say more.
Hi, it's Julien from Rundisk. We're sorry that we can't be with you tonight, but we want to thank you very much for this award. It's incredible for us to see that Chance of Sonar's message is reaching across borders. And to receive this award tonight amongst such incredible games is a real honor for us. So thank you again.
Reggie, I think we had about 50 potential nominees in Indie this year, so it was a good year.
That's fantastic. So the Herman Melville Award for Best Writing is one of my favorite categories. And my favorite writing ever in a game is from What Remains of Edith Finch. Now, I really do believe that video game writing can be the best writing. I mean, look, just think about it. William Shakespeare was a genius, but he never wrote one single dialogue tree, right? I mean, imagine if he had to write the options if Hamlet picked to be or not to be, right? So let's celebrate these great writers. Now from Kotaku, here to present the big award is Carolyn Pettit, along with Circle senior editor and college professor, Helen Pfeffer.
Helen!
The poet Muriel Rukeyser famously wrote that the universe is made of stories, not of atoms.
And as Tyrion Lannister reminded us in the Game of Thrones finale, there's nothing in the world more powerful than a good story. Nothing can stop it. No enemy can defeat it.
But once upon a time, games didn't always give stories the respect they deserved. You know, stories were kind of sometimes treated as an afterthought, just an excuse for all the fun stuff you were doing, going on missions, exploring, saving the world. And sometimes they fell into some nasty traps, reductively painting whole groups of people as good or evil, or reinforcing harmful stereotypes rooted in concepts like race and gender.
Thankfully, now we're blessed each year with so many games that take storytelling seriously. Games which unite us as people, rather than dividing us into artificial categories. Games by human writers, crafting deeply human stories with rich themes and complex characters who can make us laugh or break our hearts.
From the tale of a queer South Indian woman navigating relationships on the streets of a small town, to that of an intrepid explorer charting the vastness of space, this year's nominees for Best Writing demonstrate that games of any scope can tell stories that thrill and delight us while also encouraging us to see the shared humanity in one another.
And the nominees for Best Writing in a Game are
Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty. Alan Wake 2. Thirsty Suitors. Starfield. Chia. Baldur's Gate 3.
And the award for best writing goes to
Baldur's Gate 3.
Hello. So I've been sent as the envoy for a writing team. Unfortunately, they couldn't all make it here today. They did give me a speech. Unfortunately, it's incredibly non-linear and roughly 3 feature films in length. So I'm not gonna recite it all by heart. But from all of us at Larian, profoundly, thank you so much for this award.
Woo.
Congratulations. The writing in Baldur's Gate 3 was witty, new, and generally phenomenal. I spent hours upon hours upon hours upon hours wrapped in its compelling story.
You know, I agree, Cherie. And you know, this show takes a lot of person power to create. We started working on it back in January of last year. And here with the all-important thank yous is New York Video Game Critics Circle founder and my good friend, Howard Goldberg.
Thank you, Reggie. This year, I'm very thankful that our work as a nonprofit was able to expand and grow, even as some donors pulled back on their support. I want to thank those who've happily supported our nonprofit work this year. That's Rockstar Games, Microsoft and Phil, Bethesda Game Studios, thank you, Mome, Devolver Digital, Take-Two, Electronic Arts, Pokemon Company, Nintendo, MSK, Catherine and Jeffrey Soros, Teresa and Chris Spurlock, Mike Wilson, Circana, IGN, and the Paley Center for Media. And thanks to Ryan O'Callahan, our awesome new executive director, to John Azzalona, our superb creative director. John got a haircut just for this event. Victor Kalagianis and George Jimenez, our technical directors. Nick Capizzoli and our Journalism Award Committee, who rock it every year. Imad Khan, Whitney Mears, Mike Andronico on our Esports Committee. Mentors Isaac Espinoza and Ronald Gordon. Mark Mayer, who's on our board. Our super helpful board chair, Ted Houghton. The powerhouse that is Caitlin Stringer and our excellent team at Zebra Partners. All of our valued critics and writers and interns and students and educators and volunteers. You know, we're all friends here, and I think that's why we've lasted for 13 years. And Helen, thank you too. You're my best friend. So thank you. Thank you for always being here and listening to me bitch about the New York Game Awards every year. And thank you, our fans. Thank you all so much for coming and for selling out the house. Now, I want to introduce Aaliyah Jones-Harvey, the Associate Commissioner of New York City Mayor's Office of Media and Entertainment. And everyone at MOM has been really supportive of our work with underserved and on how students, especially Aaliyah. So, Aaliyah, you want to come on up?
Thank you, Harold, Ryan, over here, and your team for including the mayor's office in the festivities this evening, and for all of your work to prepare the future storytellers and critics in this industry. Kamari and Chloe are fine examples of the work that you're doing, and so congratulations for 13 years of the Game Awards. I'm thrilled to be here on behalf of the New York City Mayor's Office of Media and Entertainment. New York City values and supports the creative industries. And let this sink in. This mayor, this administration has an office dedicated to digital games and workforce development. As part of Mayor Adams' economic blueprint for New York City, we are working to make the city a hub for digital game development and production. The mayor's office is here tonight to put 3 exciting opportunities on your radar that are happening here in the city. First, the mayor announced a $2 million investment in the first public option bachelor's degree in game design at City College. It's called Gaming Pathways. The visionary is here, Stan Altman. The program also brings game design classes and programs to high school students. And on that note, Gaming Pathways Harlem Gallery of Science will launch a free pop-up exhibition entitled Video Games, The Great Connector. It starts this Saturday at the Harlem School of the Arts, and it runs through March 30th. So gamers, students, parents, teachers, designers, go play games, play indie games, play unreleased games, meet the people making those games, connect with yourself, connect with community, connect with the future. And second, our partners at the New York City Economic Development Corporation, they're here tonight as well, announced the creation of a new digital gaming incubator at NYU's Tandon School of Engineering. So we're very excited to see what comes out of this incubator. The New York City Game Design Future Lab will offer mentorship, workshops, investor outreach, important, access to new technologies and networking. And third, and finally, the 2024 Battle of the Boroughs Minecraft Build Challenge is back. Building on the success of our first in-person Mayor's Cup in 2023, Minecraft Education, C40 Reinventing Cities, New York City Public Schools, they're here tonight, and the City of New York teamed up for the citywide esports competition. Building on the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals and the city's Climate and Environmental Justice Plan, K through 12 students all over the city are being asked to shape the future of New York City by building inclusive, future-ready city spaces in Minecraft. So you'll hear more about that in a moment. So visit our website at nyc.gov/digital games to find out more about what's happening in the city. We will continue to seek out ways to level up our support for our growing developer community in New York City and bring visibility to the many phenomenal games being developed in the creative capital of the world. We are just getting started. Congratulations to our legend here tonight, Neil Druckmann, and all of this year's nominees and winners. And now I'm turning it over to Ryan, the New York City Video Game Critics Circle Executive Director. Thank you.
Thanks, Lee.
thank you so. What are we doing? All right. You never know what's going to happen. But again, thank you so much for all of that wonderful news, Commissioner. The future of gaming in New York City looks incredibly bright. And to that end, we've been working hard this year to expand our nonprofit work. Here to talk about the new partnerships we've created is our excellent new Executive Director, Ryan O'Callaghan.
Got to get some taller mics. Like, I got to get whatever mic Reggie has.
Slouch.
All right. Thank you, Cherie. It's been a real pleasure working with you and now Reggie and Harold and the rest of the circle. Throughout this year, we've doubled the amount of writing interns that we've had working with us over last year. And we've gotten our professional writers and critics much more involved in mentoring students. Phil Spencer has promised to be a long-term mentor with our students, not just a one-time thing, like so gracious of him to do that. And this last year, we've started to partner with like-minded organizations like Colin Kaepernick's Know Your Rights campaign. And just last week, we created a partnership with the citywide Minecraft Battle of the Boroughs, as Aaliyah just talked about. This contest goes to all of the schools in New York City through the Department of Education, and we're calling our portion the Minecraft Writing Challenge, and there will be big prizes for those who enter. Every student from across New York City has the chance to enter and win. And we've also partnered with the Gina Davis Institute as we continue in our mission to build a more equitable future. So let's hear from the Gina Davis Institute about this new partnership. Thank you.
Hello to all of you in New York, New York, and to everyone online. I'm so excited to announce a new partnership between the Institute and the New York Video Game Critics Circle. Gina started the Institute nearly 20 years ago with a mission to drive systemic change with data and insights to reinvent, transform, and inspire how global content creators and media tell stories in gaming and entertainment. We're thrilled that the New York Video Game Critics Circle's amazing student interns will be working with us as paid members of our Junior Advisory Council on the development of our free online resource tool. Our partnership will support the Institute's effort to encourage game content creation that reflects the stories and lives of all players. Please help us and help inspire and create storytelling in game development that is transformative and inclusive. Enjoy the rest of the New York Game Awards. Thank you.
I think that is going to be an excellent partnership. All of them are. This year, we'll see the premiere of a superb documentary from director Paul Daugherty and Digital Eclipse. It's a labor of love that's been years in the making. It's called Heart of Neon. Let's check it out.
Jeff Minter, he's an indie video game legend. He's been around the industry for many years.
Jeff is an example of a self-made man.
It is very interesting to see someone who's never really fallen into the trap of wanting to conform to what the industry thinks anyone should be.
Everyone else was just a company or product, and Jeff was Jeff.
He did what he wanted to do for 4 decades on his terms, and that's unprecedented.
He's got this vision of what he wants to make, and he's been dogged, chasing this forever.
I mean, Minter makes games out of love.
They harken back to the earlier 1980s arcade games, which was experimental game mechanics, very fast and very skills-based. And we've lost touch with that.
He just makes games. At his core, that's what he does. Making money out of games. It's a very different skill.
You hear about the high-profile people who are doing video games making loads of money, but for 99.9% of the people who are doing it don't make any money at all.
The business side of thing, yeah, it's crippling.
And then on top of that, completely out of the blue, comes this cease and desist.
I was even wondering whether I'd even do games ever again because it was just so damn depressing.
For him to continue for so many years is not just a testament to his durability, you have to be obsessed with the art of it.
I didn't want to give it up.
I think for anybody today, looking at what Jeff had done, the inspiration comes from the fact that he, come hell or high water, found a way to make his vision come out of his head, goes through the keyboard onto the screen.
At times when I've been a bit fed up with the games industry, I've been lucky that I have another thread of my career, something that was deep in my heart from when I was 11 years old.
He made an awesome set of technology that you could play as an instrument.
And it was just an absolute game changer.
I don't think anyone before that time had anything near it.
We wanted to smuggle this performance thing into like the hands of everyone in the world.
That was the plan.
It's the thing the world needs right now.
Get on it. Yeah, like job's not done.
But we live in a different world now.
Can he do that?
You know, that film looks awesome. And Harold, did I see you in there somewhere?
I might have made an appearance. I actually thought I'd end up on the cutting room floor. But last week I was told I'm kind of a cultural guide for the audience through the film. But don't let that stop you from seeing the movie. Now it's time for Devin Delaquanti, the hilarious writer for The Daily Show. And Devin's going to introduce one of our absolute favorite segments of the New York Game Awards, the In Memoriam reel. Devin.
Hello. We need to get shorter mics. I'm honored to be here, as always. Thank you. You guys are doing a wonderful job as host. Keep it going for them. It's very hard, and yeah, thank you. Congrats to all the nominees as well. It was an amazing year for games this year. Great year for the PlayStation. The PlayStation 5 is in stock, which is very exciting. We have the PlayStation Slim, which we can all buy, which I think means the PlayStation is also on Ozempic. That's how it got slim. Yeah. Spider-Man 2 came out. Anybody enjoy Spider-Man 2? Great game. It was exciting. Spider-Man was finally able to go to Brooklyn and Queens this year. Most days the MTA can't even make it to Brooklyn and Queens, so good for Spider-Man. Was that a boo for the MTA? No offense to the woman from the mayor's office. The governor runs it. It's fine. It's fine. Also, Baldur's Gate 3, amazing game. Now anytime I have any interaction of any kind, I just want to roll a 20-sided dice to see what comes up. I'm like, oh, I want to pet this cat. Oh, I rolled a 1, it's biting me. I have feline AIDS now. Also, a few weeks ago, a 13-year-old kid became the first person to beat Tetris. You all saw this news story? Yeah. He got to 999,999, and then the last line broke the game. It was amazing. This kid had more lines than whoever left that cocaine at the White House. It was very impressive. All the games this year were incredible, and I played none of them because I have a 5-year-old at home, and all he wants to do is play Mario Kart 8. So I just spent a lot of time playing Mario Kart 8. Yes, the guy from Nintendo was clapping at the record show. Thank you, sir. You've made parenting so much easier. But it's fun because my son is 5 years old and I could just dominate him on the track still. Like teenagers, it's over for me. Like they will beat me, but I'm like my son, 5-year-olds will crash more than a Tesla in autopilot on Mario Kart 8. So once he turns 7, it's over for me. But 5 to 6, I'm in a good spot. Also, this is a true story. This happened last week. My son was playing Super Smash Bros. He's also into Super Smash Bros. Thank you again, Nintendo. And he got to one of the character unlock fight screens with the Wii Fit trainer, and he beat the Wii Fit trainer using Kirby, which felt like a real victory for body positivity. Like, do you know how satisfying it is to watch Kirby eat the Wii Fitness trainer? Just like, oh, you want me to do downward dog? How about I swallow you whole like a chicken wing, you spandex asshole? All bodies are beach bodies. Get the hell off my platform! I'm just kidding. But if I may be serious for a moment. It was also a very difficult year in gaming because so many important lives were lost. And so many of them were lost by me. In every single game I played, I lost so many lives. So let us once again together take a moment to honor the lives that I lost. Gone but not forgotten. So back to you, Reggie and Harold. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. Wow. Devin, as always, you are awesome, and those deaths are painful yet hilarious. I don't understand the two Hulk Hogan deaths. They just, like, two invisible men? I don't understand how they died, but all right. Come on. Now we're moving on to our Knickerbocker Award for Best Game Journalism. It's turned out to be one of our most popular awards after the Game of the Year award, of course. Come on now. That's in large part due to our journalism chair, Nick Capozzoli, who worked so hard to create a long list for the journalism team to pick through and argue about.
Yeah, to present the award is James Ledbetter. And I've known James since his days as the much-feared media critic for the Village Voice. And since then, he's been the opinion editor at Reuters and senior editor at Time. And his landmark book on Dwight Eisenhower, Unwarranted Influence, when that book came out, we were invited to his book party, which took place in the home of a Nobel Prize winner. So I guess Nobel money equals prime apartment digs. James, we are honored to have you here. Let's give it up for James Ludwig.
Thank you, Harold. Your book is pretty good, too.
Thanks, man.
All your base belong to us.
Thanks.
I feel like everybody else had a script. I don't have a script, but that's okay. One of the great things about video games, whether you consider them an art form or entertainment or some kind of hybrid, is the ability, as we've seen throughout the evening, to inspire and to expand how we think and how we act in the world. And I think a lot of the great writing and journalism that gets done around these games often helps illuminate that aspect of these games. And it's been a terrific year, as these nominees will show. So let's take a look at the nominees for the Knickerbocker Award.
Andrea Long-Chu, Blessing Adeoye Jr., Brendan Sinclair, Ed Smith, Hanif Abdurraqib, Nicole Carpenter, Reed McCarter,
And the Knickerbocker Award goes to Nicole Carpenter. I believe we have someone coming up to accept the award on Nicole's behalf.
Nicole could not be here tonight, but on behalf of Polygon, I'm honored to accept this award. I believe she's prepared a video, so I'll let her take it away.
Hi everyone, I'm so sorry I couldn't be there tonight. I'm so honored to be nominated amongst this group of journalists and critics, and it really means a lot to me to win this award. I quickly wanted to thank the people who come to me and trust me with their stories, because journalism doesn't happen without those people. I'd also like to thank my family for helping me through the ups and downs of the media business, as well as my editors and colleagues at Polygon who make my work better every day. Thank you, everyone.
Congratulations, Nicole. And congrats to all the nominees. Your writing was superb. Recently, 6 of our interns got together with game maker Sarah Ganoff for a 6-week class in creating a game with Twine. They put together their Bronx anthology. It's full of interactive stories that run the gamut of happy and sad tales from their home borough, and my home borough too. We love the Bronx. And tonight, we premiere that game. Many of our guests received free QR codes on special collectible postcards to access the Bronx anthology. But tonight, we're releasing it for free to everyone. Just go to itch.io and search for Bronx Anthology. We hope you enjoy the game our students have worked on so diligently and so passionately.
What an absolutely excellent project. Next time, though, we're going to do it in VR. And that's because VR is a medium that's near and dear to my heart. This year, the medium took us to so many worlds, from rides through monstrous machine-infested swamps and Horizon Call of the Mountain to worlds of gods and Asgard's wrath too. Now, here to present the Coney Island Dreamland Award for Best VR/AR Game is Lord Cognito and the Iron Lords from the Always In Depth Iron Lords podcast.
The worlds of virtual and augmented reality truly provide some of the most immersive, next-level experiences in all of gaming.
And with the advent of new hardware like PSVR 2, MetaQuest 3, and the Apple Vision Pro, which encompass the full spectrum of affordability and the not so affordable, in the latest in the state-of-the-art technology, the transformative immersion offered by the medium is now accessible to more gamers than ever before. So, whether you're taking on the god of mischief in Asgard, or learning about gender dysphoria by inhabiting the body of someone of another gender, this year's nominees represent a broad spectrum of innovative titles that exemplify the very best of what VR and AR have to offer, while leaving us excited for what's still to come in this ever-evolving space.
And the nominees for the best VR and AR are
We Are One. Assassin's Creed Nexus VR. Body of Mine. Horizon, Call of the Mountain. Asgard's Wrath 2. Humanity.
And the winner is Asgard's Wrath 2.
Wow, thank you so much. It is great to be back in my home where I grew up in New York City to represent. Love the work you guys do. That's right. I'd like to thank the New York Game Critics Circle. You inspire a generation of new game developers, journalists, and narrative writers. Sanzaro's been making games for over 17 years. In 2016, we started making VR games. From day one, our goal was to break the mold, to create the most immersive, largest, biggest experiences in VR yet. I'd like to thank everybody at Sanzaro Games, Bill Spence, Evan Arnold. This is for you guys. Everybody from Meta, thank you guys so much. Our producer, Mike Doran, Monty Kyle, Jason Rubin, Gio, for believing in our team. We couldn't have done it without you. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. If you watched and listened carefully, there was some truly great acting in games this year. Here's game maker Sarah Granoff and our streamer writer Corella Monique Warner to present the Great White Way Award for Best Acting in a Game. Woo.
Yeah, I definitely agree. We need taller mics because these platforms are high as all heck.
As Reggie just said, video games are home to some of the most compelling acting performances in modern media.
And of course, a memorable acting performance is what leads to a memorable game. I haven't played a game that doesn't have a good performance, so yeah, I think I'll stick to it. And the nominees for Best Acting are...
Ben Starr as Clive Rossfield in Final Fantasy 16.
I killed Joshua! I killed them all! I'm a monster! And I deserve to die!
Elizabeth Seda as Riley. Oxenfree 2
I saw
Lost Signals.
Olivia with two older people. I don't know. I think she was trying to do something in the time stream. I am not sure.
Melanie Liebert as Saga Anderson in Alan Wake 2.
Then I need to know what's real and what's fiction. Elmo thinks the cult is just an urban legend. Or does he?
Idris Elba as Solomon Reed. Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty.
I only ever risk so much. Sometimes it's just safer to shove the barrel of a Memoriam between a Troon's ribs, even if he is on your side.
Neil Newbon as Astarion in Baldur's Gate 3.
Do you have any idea how much that hurt?
Amelia Tyler as the narrator in Baldur's Gate 3.
You could end its life here and now if only you didn't feel compassion.
And the winner for Best Acting goes to... Melanie Leaborn. My bad, I'm so sorry.
Hey, Sam Lake from Remedy again. I wanted to say huge thanks on behalf of Melanie Liebert and the whole Remedy and Epic teams for the award of Best Acting. Creating a new hero character to a game is a long process, with our wonderful star making Saga Anderson come alive in collaboration with writing, directing, modeling, and many other areas of our team. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Melanie did such an awesome job in that game, Alan Wake 2. Now it's time once again for you to reach into your pockets and donate. The Circle has helped thousands of students over the years in shelters, at the New York Public Library, at the Museum of Natural History, and of course in our after-school classes. So please go to nygamecritics.com, donate, so we can help others too.
And now, a talented student with great writing chops is about to receive a $10,000 college scholarship. We chose Ellis Prep in the Bronx for our journalism in games competition. And that's because the school features a gorgeous mosaic of very intelligent students who recently came to New York City. They arrived from the Dominican Republic, Senegal, Yemen, Guinea, and Spain.
That's correct, Reggie. And we want to thank the terrific people at Rockstar Games so much for making this scholarship possible. You know, last year I was on a BBC series about Rockstar Games, and they asked me, when will Grand Theft Auto 6 come out? And I said, if I had a crystal ball, it would be really hard to walk. But Rockstar, it took a while, right? But Rockstar is celebrating over 25 years of creativity and the Rockstar vibe. Creativity which has resulted in the likes of Grand Theft Auto and the Red Dead Redemption series and Bully 2. Not Bully 2, Bully as well. We don't want to start a storm on social media. So actually this writing contest ended in a tie. and each talented scribe will receive a $5,000 scholarship. So please give a big New York Game Awards welcome to our scholarship winners, Alexa Velos Balbuena and Rashid Abdullah.
Hi everyone. I hope you are having a lovely night today. I just wanted to thank Harold Goldberg and Ryan O'Callaghan for giving me this opportunity to participate in this scholarship. I wanted to also thank Rockstar Games for donating the money to make this possible, and also my teacher, Mr. Zach, who is there recording, and introducing me to this scholarship and encouraging me to participate. I also just wanted to say that I hope that other students get the same opportunity as me, and they will be able to experience the same things as I did. Thank you so much.
I want to say same thing what Alexa says. I want to thank everyone, and also I want to add that some people think video games only for fun, and only for fun, and some other people think that gamers just kill their times by playing games, but this is not true.
Take your time, baby.
Through the
From the Bronx, you tough.
the cultures transfer to us from our old generations by books, music, art, and different way. But now we can combine all this in video games and share our ideas, create music, and everything in one game.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Alexa and Rashid. Let's just get another round of applause. I had the opportunity to judge some of their work, and it was stellar, and it's moments like this that make being a part of the Critics Circle so worthwhile. That stated, let's move on. So, you know, I love music. I'm always wearing my signature headphones. I'm actually not wearing them right now, and I feel a little naked about it. But it is what it is. We shall persevere. Because I'm always playing old school hip hop, alternative rock, even a little bit of country, a little bit of classical. And I especially love music and games because it just transcends genres. Here to present the Tin Pan Alley Award for Best Music in a Game is Stephen Totillo from GameFile and Giovanni
Colantonio
from Digital Trends. You've been, your
I can't say it
been
either.
me up all night.
Giovanni, you're the best, man.
Yeah, I thought I had the tough last name. Great video game music can improve games in many different ways. Tonight we honor 6 games that take at least 6 different approaches. In one game, our hero hums his favorite theme songs while he's cooking. In another, an orchestral soundtrack motivates the player every time they begin another turn-based battle.
One bottles up the rebellious spirit of 2000s alt-rock and turns that into a weapon. And another one gives a boss his own Disney villain theme. We've all gotten to Act 3, right? We've all done that? Yeah, right. One pays tribute to the culture of New Caledonia, and another, of course, features a musical number. That's one of the moves, right?
And the nominees are
The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, Hi-Fi Rush, Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 16, Chia, Alan Wake 2,
From what I've gathered, you grew up nice and sheltered with mama's pretty stories and your own made-up fury.
And mama gave me a magic clicker. Well, yes, I think it's true and fair to say.
And the Tin Pan Alley Award for Best Music goes to
Hi-Fi Rush.
Hi.
That's all you get.
Whoa, go back, go back. Hey.
Baby, come back.
Where's our Hi-Fi Rush folks? Here we go.
Hi, I'm Shuichi Kobori, Audio Director on Hi-Fi Rush.
And I'm John Johannes, Game Director.
I just want to thank you so much for Best Music in a Game at the New York Game Award.
In Hi-Fi Rush, we blended music and game design together to try to make something truly unique and special. And making the music required trying a lot of new things, and knowing that our hard work has been so successful is just incredibly rewarding.
Thank you to the New York Video Game Critics Circle and everyone who supported us.
Thank you,
New York.
Congrats, guys. This one eclectic and toe-thumping soundtrack. We are so pleased to have this next musician with us. Helen and I spend our summers upstate, and a few years ago we heard Kimberly Hockey play. Kimberly has one of the richest voices, one that harkens back to the songs of old Hollywood and 1940s jazz. So here to play 3 songs for Neil Druckmann, songs you probably know pretty well, is the superb Kimberly Hockey. Please give it up loud for Kim. You need to tune up a little bit? Yeah. So, hey, I will, as Cherie says, vamp for a while. Well, so what were your favorite games this year? Oh, come on, don't be shy. What?
Hickman 4! Hickman 4! Here's the kid.
I can't. All right, Pal World. That's this year. Come on, man. Come on. That's next year. Zelda. So we hear a lot of Zeldas. Oh yeah. What's the worst game? No, I didn't say that. What do you think? How about best music in a game? What did you guys think?
Alan Wake!
High five.
Thanks for covering for me.
How
about Harold?
Ladies
Great
and
job.
gentlemen, Kimberly Hockey.
I'm just going to start right off with a song for you. I'm just a boy
Traveling through this world unknown, there is no sickness, toil, nor danger in that bright land to which I go. I know dark clouds will gather around me. I know my way is rough and steep, but the beauteous fields lie just before me, where God's redeemed their vigils keep. I'm going there to see my mother. She said she'd meet me when I come. I'm just a going over Jordan. I'm just a going over home. I'll soon be free from earthly trials. This body rest in the old churchyard. I'll drop this cross of self-denial. I'll go singing home to God. I'm going there to see my father. I'm going there no more to roam. I'm going over Jordan. I'm going over home. Ooh. I'm just going over Jordan. I'm going over Thank you all so much. Thank you, Harold, for inviting me. And this is really a first for me. I have never played a video game awards show. But as nervous as I am, I actually also feel right at home because I know I'm surrounded by storytellers and world builders and explorers and creatives. So I know that's what all of you gamers have in common with a wandering musician. So congratulations to all the nominees and all the winners tonight. This has been a really incredible experience for me, and I'm just in awe of everything that you've built and created. So thank you. And we have a wonderful storyteller here tonight, Neil Druckmann. So these songs are for Neil, and they're for all of you. And just a wonderful selection from The Last of Us. I really, really enjoyed working on these and coming up with my own story to share with all of you. This one I'm sure you'll recognize. 1984 pop hit that took on much more meaning in The Last of Us. Yeah. Talking away, I don't know what I'm to say it anyway. Today's another day to find you shying away. I'll be coming for you, love, okay? Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone in a day or two.
used to say I'm odds and ends, but I'll be stumbling away, slowly learning life is okay. Say it after me. It's no better to be safe than sorry. Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone in a day or two. In a day or two.
Thank you so much. I have one more that I would love to share with you, also from The Last of Us. This is from episode 3 with Nick Offerman. And it is a beautiful, timeless song by the great Linda Ronstadt. And I am such a fan of her. She just has this wonderful ability to cross genres and play with styles and just be anything she wants to be. She's truly a time traveler. And speaking of time travelers, you may be wondering what I'm playing today. It's an unusual banjo with only 4 strings, and it is a 1925 tenor banjo, so almost a 100-year-old instrument. I took a lot of care to tune it because it takes quite a while. But we get to do a little more time traveling with this banjo and with this incredible song by Linda Ronstadt.
Love will abide. Take things in stride. Sounds like good advice, but there's no one at my side. And time washes clean love's wounds unseen. That's what someone told me, but I don't know what it means. 'Cause I've done everything I know to try and make you mine. And I think I'm gonna love you for a long, long time. Caught in my fears, blinking back tears. I can't say you hurt me when you never let me need. And I never drew one response from you. All the while you fell over girls you never knew. 'Cause I've done everything I know to try and make you mine. And I think it's gonna hurt me for a long, long time. Cause I've done everything I know to try and make you mine. And I think I'm gonna miss you for a long, long time. 'Cause I've done everything I know to try and
Hey, can we give it up again for Kimberly Hockey, please? I know so many of us, not just The Last of Us, were moved. So now it's time for our Andrew Yoon Legend Award. And Andrew was an ardent, talented Circle member and game maker who died too soon. We miss Andrew and named our Legend Award for him. And Andrew's dad and brother are here tonight, so thank you guys for coming out. We appreciate it. Reggie, let's begin.
So, like so many of you, I've been a fan of Neil and his leadership at Naughty Dog for years. But the first time that I spent talking with Neil was during our Talking Games podcast in 2020. And this was shortly after the launch of The Last of Us Part 2. And I loved hearing your stories about your early experiences with games, especially your stories about playing the Nintendo Entertainment System. And I love the story you told with such joy in talking with Shigeru Miyamoto about your love for Super Mario Brothers.
You know, I first met E3. I first met Neil at the E3 conference, which is no more. And I met him again at a super secret party at the PlayStation Experience, which is no more. But Neil is alive, and his brilliance and influence keeps on growing. Because not only is he an icon in games, now he's also the co-creator of an Emmy-winning TV show, The Last of Us. So he's acclaimed in 2 different media. Imagine if The Sopranos started out as a game on the N64. Imagine Star Fox at the Emmys. That's kind of what this man has achieved. And now The Last of Us series, season 2, starts shooting in a couple of weeks in February. And I remember that Alyssa, the longtime Sony rep, found Neil at E3 sitting on the floor near the PlayStation booth. And she said we would get along. And I discovered that day that there's no one like Neil. We sat on the floor talking about Uncharted, but just for a while. We talked about life, living, all kinds of media, and literature. And it was clear that Neil was interested in people, and what people think, and why they react the way they do. That's how great writers are. So let's roll our tribute to Neil, John.
You see a gun to his head? He chose this. Okay, he's meant for this life.
Greatness from small beginnings.
Parvis
Sic Parvis Magna. It means greatness from small beginnings.
What can you say about Neil Druckmann? This is a man whose career has spanned the breadth of what we think about when we think about video games and what they can be. He's helped co-create game worlds that are firmly rooted in reality, like swashbuckling heroes solving mysteries based on historical figures and historical events. He's also created unimaginable worlds, the kind of which can only exist in the anything goes field of video games, like for instance about a global pandemic that ravages the world for years that we were totally unprepared for and changes so much about how we live our lives day to day, and that we'll never forget.
Here's what's cool. With The Last of Us, Neil and Naughty Dog changed everything. The company that Jason Rubin and Andy Gavin created to showcase Crash Bandicoot became the studio that changed everything through the eyes of Ellie. The Last of Us on HBO became the first great TV show
based on interactive entertainment.
Drama, action, suspense, tragedy, and just a little bit of comedy. Those are the things, and it's so ironic that those are the things that are needed to make a great film, TV series, book. Those are the same things that are needed to make an awesome game. Neil has mastered the art of making us feel and connect, and it's for these reasons that Neil has more than earned his spot in our legend circle for the New York Game Awards.
The magic of that storytelling, like they figured it out. They figured out how to mesh the gameplay and the cinematic so perfectly that you just didn't even realize what was happening. I don't even remember going for a bathroom break.
Neil's games aren't just the games that I grew up with, right? You're not just moving through a 2D plane and filling in the gaps of that story, right? There are cinematic choices in the writing, in every camera angle, and in how you interact with the world itself. And as a creator and as we watch video games evolve, more cinematic storytellers, right, are coming into the fray. And I think Neil is one of the prime examples.
When you're put in a situation where you're sort of like the face of these games, like if you're the face of The Last of Us, Uncharted, when people immediately associate you with these games, like you're put on broadcast to the entire world. People are buying your games through different cultures, languages, platforms, and they all look to you. They all praise you, they all criticize you. It takes a lot to be able to listen to all of those voices all at once, directed toward you, whether they're online or in person. Like, Neil Druckmann's probably here now at the Game Awards, just everyone looking at him like, oh, I know that guy. Oh, let me talk to you about this game that I love playing. Let me tell you something about this game.
Neil Druckmann has done such an amazing job of creating very, very complex and compelling characters. You're so invested in these characters all across the board that you really want to follow their journeys and understand. And it really requires such a deep understanding of human nature and such a deep level of empathy to portray that in a written word and written format, and then to actually construct that in a video game that's enjoyable and fun to play across the board, that also has your heart breaking in specific moments and has you cheering and just going along for the ride. It's really just such an incredible experience as a player, as a viewer.
I more so admire him as a creative and a writer. Outside of the two biggest games that PlayStation has to offer, there are also his delve with Dark Horse Comics, A Second Chance at Sarah, and various tie-ins with, of course, Uncharted and Last of Us.
What I really admire about Neil is how his drive and determination have gotten him to where he is now, starting off by literally sneaking into E3 shows back in the 90s and talking his way into an internship and moving up through the ranks to become a top executive, and doing it through being part of the creative process, not by being a business guy or a sales guy, but by being an actual storyteller and designer and creator. And that is why Neil deserves the Legend Award at this year's New York Game Awards. Neil, you're a legendary figure, and you richly deserve this.
Yeah, no, Neil, congratulations for the award and everything you've accomplished so far. And honestly, I'm just so excited for what you do next.
Hi, I'm Evan Wells, co-studio head of Naughty Dog, and I'm here to offer my longtime colleague and close friend, Neil Druckmann, a huge congratulations on winning this year's Andrew Yoon Legend Award. It's been my privilege to have had a front row seat to Neil's entire career. He started as a programming intern here at Naughty Dog, and it was clear, even in those early days working with him, that he had an extraordinary drive and grit that was going to take him really far in this industry. But he also had patience, humility, and he understood the value of teamwork and collaboration. And the impact that he's had at Naughty Dog, and really the industry at large over the last 2 decades, is just huge. He has changed and raised the bar of what people have come to expect out of a video game. And his ability to craft stories has now branched out to so many other mediums, reaching even more fans. that's just something that very few people can replicate. So, Neil, congratulations, so well deserved. I always knew you were a legend, but now you have the award to prove it.
Hello, this is Joseph Fares. I just want to say that Neil Druckmann is one of my favorite people in the gaming industry. The first time I met him was, I think, over 10 years ago, after I did Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. I remember getting to the offices of Naughty Dog and he showed me around what they're working on, and for me it was a big moment because I'm such a big fan of, both his and Naughty Dog's work, obviously, so it was a super, I don't get nervous that often, but at that time I remember I was, but he was really nice and supportive and super humble. That's pretty much been him since the day, I met him. Every time we meet, he's super cool and down to earth, and we talk about different ideas and we share ideas, and I'm really happy, like where his career is going now, and I'm really happy to see where Naughty Dog will be in the future, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm pretty sure it's going to be amazing stuff we see out there, and who knows, maybe in the future we might work together on a project, so let's hope that happens in the future. And I want to congrats Neil, not only to be a great game developer, but also to be a great human being. Thank you.
I can remember when Neil Druckmann was a student at the Carnegie Mellon Entertainment Technology Center, and he had exactly two passions. One of them was to push the limits of how to put emotional storytelling into AAA games, and the other one was to find a way to work at Naughty Dog. And it's been amazing over the years watching how he's used his insight, his vision, his patience, and his caring to succeed at both of those things beyond our wildest dreams. Congratulations, Neil.
Neil, man, what a day. Congratulations. As I stand here thinking about it, the dream started in the Crash Bandicoot era before your time at Naughty Dog. The idea of bringing together game, a movie, to create an art form that was beautiful, that was emotional, that was as important as anything else that was ever created was just sheer arrogance and nuts in the Crash Bandicoot era. We pushed it forward in Jak and Daxter, to be sure, but I don't think we would have gotten there and achieved the dream if we hadn't met you. And it's amazing how you started as such a junior person on the team, an intern if you will, and took this dream over and made it happen. And as I stand here today, the amount of pride I have, having worked on this journey, at least at the beginning with you and the team, and to be standing here today with the TV show and everything else going on and the value you've brought to the industry, to the team, what you've created, congratulations, man, and thank you. If there was such a thing, you have to be on one of my top hires of all time list, and I am incredibly proud to be able to say thank you and congratulations.
Congratulations, Neil Druckmann. You are a legend in every sense of the word. You deserve this award so much for all of your contributions to game narrative. Like I said before, you are one of the most incredible writers and minds in the video game world at present and probably in video game history.
Congratulations, Neil, on just being a master storyteller, and keep up the good work.
With my admiration, I congratulate Neil Druckmann on winning this year's Legend Award. Totally deserve it.
Thank you and congratulations.
Congratulations, Neil Druckmann, on your Legend Award.
The Last of Us is more important than most movies, and I dare say most books. So congrats, Neil. You're too young to be a legend, but that's what we know you are.
That was surprising and wild. Thank you, Harold, and thank you to the New York Game Critics for the Andrew Yoon Legend Award. Take your time, I'm not going to play you off. This award means a lot, and I'm incredibly humbled to be a recipient this year. And I don't mean humbled in a humble brag sort of way. I mean, I don't quite know what to say or even feel, which is why this is a rambling kind of speech that I put together here. To be recognized in a lineage of such incredible past recipients, people whose work I admired since I was a kid, is a distinction I can't quite wrap my head around. Also, sorry for aging you, Tim Schafer, but I played Monkey Island 2 many, many, many years ago. But also your work has changed my life, so thanks for that. I guess since I thanked Tim, maybe the path here is to thank a bunch of other devs that have been a massive inspiration, specifically story-based games. Jordan Mechner, seeing the hero of Prince of Persia fluidly traverse the dungeon was a revelation. Ron Gilbert, the creator of Monkey Island. Those characters, that world, the humor rivaled anything I saw in TV or movies. Valve, for elevating storytelling outside of cutscenes and showing us how we could do it in Half-Life. Ken and Roberta Williams for founding Sierra Online. I learned English just so I could play King's Quest, Space Quest, and even Leisure Suit Larry. Okay, there's just too many to go down this road, so I just want to thank every developer who pours their heart into their work. You've inspired countless of people to want to make games, including this guy. Okay, so maybe I should thank the people who helped me break into the industry. Jesse Schell, as you saw in that video, who was my game design professor at CMU, who as part of his final lecture gave an impassioned speech about trying to make a positive change through one's art. I think about that speech often. To David Banks, who saw potential in me back when I was a computer science student at FSU. He encouraged me to just start making games. Don't wait until you break into the industry. He also sent me to GDC for the first time where I met Jason Rubin. To Jason Rubin for taking a shot on an unknown student, giving me my big break at Naughty Dog. Okay, that list will be too long, so I'll stop there. I'll just say there were too many people who've guided me and given me opportunities I'll forever be grateful for. Okay, maybe I should thank my family. That's a thing people do, right? I want to thank my brother who helped me sneak into E3 and introduced me to video games from as far back as I've made memories. He's a game developer himself, and in many ways he paved the way for me and been supportive of me every step of the way. To my parents who are here with me tonight, I can't thank you enough for the sacrifices you've made. You've moved to another country to give me and my brother an opportunity to pursue our passions. I can't ask for better fans than these two, and surprisingly they've sent me very few death threats. To my kids who are watching this back at home, who taught me a new level of understanding for responsibility and love, I wouldn't be able to make games about unconditional love without your guidance. But the biggest thanks and gratitude I owe to everyone at Naughty Dog. With some solo-developed exceptions, we work in a highly collaborative medium. Each day, I get to come into an office that is brimming with talent, and I get to collaborate with some of the best developers in the world. And together we've wrestled with ideas, went through the lows and highs of production as we've tried and sometimes succeeded in putting elaborate pieces of engineering and art together. I had the privilege to contribute to and even lead a few projects at the studio that I was and still am a massive fan of. And despite all the various accolades, it's never lost on me that I was one of many at Naughty Dog. One of many who was inspired at some point to want to join this crazy industry. One of many who poured their heart into their work, hoping to create something that will find and connect with an audience, but never quite being sure that it will work. One of many who at times was down or felt insecure and was propped up by their teammates. Massive thanks to everyone at Naughty Dog, past and present. And speaking of Naughty Dog, I have to give a shout out to my former boss and current partner, Evan Wells. In fact, it was around this time, 20 years ago, that Evan interviewed me for a programming internship at Naughty Dog. Since then, I've had the privilege not only working at the best studio for my entire career, but also working under the best boss and mentor. And like many other people I work with at Naughty Dog, a colleague who I'm incredibly proud to call my friend. And now, as the head of Naughty Dog, I must live up to the impossible bar he's established. So thanks for that, Evan. Okay, a couple final thoughts as I finish my rambling. I love this industry. At times it can be hard, overwhelming even. But when we come together, we can create something quite magical. I see all the games being honored this year, and I feel pride that I work in the same industry as you all. Playing your games, I feel the same joy, escapism, inspiration I felt as a kid, and I hope that never goes away. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart, suck at Succession, you can't win this one. Thank you very, very much.
One more time for Neil, please.
I mean, Neil is so cool, isn't he? Let's get another round. Personally, I can't wait for season 2 and the next game. So I know you're excited for the big finale, but we have a couple of awards left to go. So just like a dope pair of headphones, I appreciate a great cocktail, accompanied by a cigar that's kind of like me, full-bodied and just robust. Especially made in a landmark sequestered spot. Here in NYC, Chumley's was a 100-year-old secret speakeasy bar in Greenwich Village that closed shortly before the pandemic, unfortunately. To honor that, here's the Chumley Speakeasy Award for Best Hidden Gem, and here to present is our journalism chair, Nick Capozzoli, and CNN's Mike Andronico.
Okay. So, named, of course, for the surprise hit film that came out in 2020 starring Adam Sandler, the Uncut Gem Award is given, I assume, to the most anxiety-inducing video game of the year. Personally, I hope that it goes to Baldur's Gate 3 for the time it crashed in Act 3. My desktop got frozen in a boot loop, man, and Nick, it was my work computer. I'm a journalist. I have a 9-to-5.
No, it's the Hidden Gem Award. It goes to the best indie game that may have flown under the radar last year. The best deep cut, if you will.
That doesn't sound right.
Anyway, here are the nominees for Best Hidden Gem.
Outer Terror. Conrad Stevenson's Paranormal PI. American Arcadia. Nine Years of Shadow. Videoverse. Slay the Princess.
Are you gonna say the thing?
And this is how one of them wins.
And the winner for the Chumley Speakeasy Award for Best Hidden Gem is Slay the Princess.
So, Neil talked about this a bit. Video games are a huge collaborative effort, and this is a field of art where we get to make something very special that is the sum of so much more than all of its individual parts. I guess I just want to thank my co-creator and amazing wife, Abby, our amazing composer, Brandon Boone, our incredibly talented voice actress, Nicole Goodnight, and our other incredibly talented and amazing voice actor, Jonathan Sims, who could not make it here tonight. Thank you all so much.
No, it was good.
Congratulations, and thank you for joining us all the way from Toronto, one of my favorite cities. Now, those wonderful add-ons called downloadable content. Now, look, they can feel as exciting and trippy as any action-filled main game. And to celebrate this, here's our NYC GWB Award for Best DLC. Did you get it? You get it? You get it? And it's presented by Michelle Earnhardt from The Messenger and Brady Langman from Esquire.
When you really connect with a game, sometimes there can be nothing more disappointing than seeing the credits.
That's where DLC comes in.
The best DLC can take you on whole new adventures to unseen locales.
Or bring new context to what you've seen before.
Maybe you'll return to a mysterious castle filled with miserable piles of secrets.
Or maybe you'll meet Idris Elba.
Wherever your continuing adventures take you,
Here are this year's nominees for the NYC GWB Award for Best DLC.
Horizon Forbidden West, Burning Shores. Resident Evil 4, Separate Ways. Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty. Dead Cells, Return to Castlevania. God of War Ragnarok, Valhalla. Vampire Survivors, Co-op Mode.
and we'll tell you the winner once you subscribe to the season pass. Kidding, kidding. The winner for the NWC GWB Award for Best DLC is Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty.
Thank you. Wow. Yeah, so it is a massive expansion. And the only way to be able to get through it is with the ups and downs of production was definitely the support of the community. So I want to thank the community, the most badass community that was there with the feedback and the cosplay and just the interaction. Amazing community. Yes. And of course the team, the tenacity. I mean, this was our pandemic game, if you will. Lots of ups and downs, as you can imagine, and they pushed through with the passion of telling a storytelling game, expanding the world, the immersiveness of the world. And thank you so much, New York, committee for the votes and everything. Really appreciate this. Awesome, thank you. This is such a cool event, I want to say. This is such a cool event. It's so chill, and it's just a short drive away from our new office in Boston. Did I do that right? I don't know. Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you for joining us all the way from Poland through Boston.
Oh, so we have this rare item we're raffling off. It's the Neil Druckmann Last of Us Part 2 Collector's Edition signed by Neil. So yeah, what can we, Brianna, you want to lift it up and show it? Yeah, so it's big. It's big. It's like half my size, So we've been holding that raffle all night, and the winner is. Wait, how many decided to go into the raffle first? Good amount. Good amount. Yeah. So the winner is Jillian Martin.
Oh shit!
I love it.
That Ellie statue is like that big, man. That's my copy of it. It's opened already, but it's in pristine condition.
I love it. You never know what you're going to get at the show. But you still have an opportunity to get some Neil signed copies of The Last of Us. We just put a couple up on eBay. So you still have a chance to win. So try to get on there now. Not now, but right now. And speaking of now, it's time for the big one.
Right. The big one.
The big one.
The big one. You know, do we have to do this every year?
Yeah, we
Yes.
do. Yeah, we do.
The joke is kind of getting old.
No, it never gets old.
Every year.
Okay. My body is ready. How about yours, Harold?
My body is ready too, Reggie. Audience, is your body ready? So, Critic Circle critics, can we have you all converge on the stage as best you can? Come on up.
And as they gather, it's tradition for the newest members of the circle to present the Big Apple Award for Game of the Year. So here's Luis Aguavivas, the superb writer from Pop Matters, and Shannon Lau from Inverse. Luis and Shannon, can you please do the honors?
Yes. Can I just say I'm so glad the New York Game Awards keeps getting bigger every year. It's always helpful to us native New Yorkers for more people coming to our coast.
Yeah, and it's an honor to give the award for Best Game of the Year, and what a year 2023 was. So the nominees are
Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon.
Code 1-5. Target for termination sighted.
The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom.
With a typewriter.
Alan Wake 2.
Someone's been watching us.
How do you run from an idea? From a story that lives in your head?
To sickness in
Baldur's Gate 3.
The infected hear the voice of the Absolute and believe it to be a god.
The Absolute is more dangerous than you.
Starfield.
We do not fully understand all that is at work here.
No finer group in the stars.
Hi-Fi Rush.
Let's rock. This is awesome! Vandalay Technologies isn't just coming from my arm. They're after all of us.
Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Cyberpunk 2077. Phantom Liberty.
What's the catch? I need you to get to Dogtown.
And the Game of the Year goes to
Baldur's Gate 3.
This is amazing. Thank you, all of you, really. The first that I really want to thank is the team that brought me here right now to this stage. 6 studios working 6 years during a pandemic. That was quite an experience, but it was an amazing job, well done. So I really want to thank all of them. I also want to thank the community, the players,
The reception was amazing. You cannot imagine the vibe in the office when we shipped this game. Seeing the response of the players, it shattered our wildest expectations. And also, it's the community as well that helped us build it. We were in early access for quite a bit. And there was a lot of feedback, and we tried to incorporate that as much as we can. And it made the game better. It's not our game anymore. It's the game now of the players. It's the game of the community. It's out there. It's really amazing. I want to thank New York Game Awards as well for this, for inviting us, for honoring us this much. It's a privilege for me to accept this in the name of everyone at Larian. Thank you very much.
Congratulations to all the winners and nominees. What an excellent evening. I had a great time. How about you? Did you have a great time? But remember why we do this. Please, please, please donate at nygamecritics.com/donate.
Have a great night, everyone. Thank you for coming.
And thanks so much to all of you who are here with us in person and online. We'll see you next year in January, but until then, have a spectacular 2024.
Okay. Good night, everybody. Thank you.
So stay for photo?
Yeah.